Today's guest is a carny out of the New England area, and his family has been involved in the carnival business for over 100 years. I'm excited to learn all about the behind the scenes of the food, the games, the prizes, the debauchery, everything that goes in to the carny universe. Today's guest is Carney Mitch Candiano. Mitch, the carny, baby. Good to see you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
So thanks for coming on, dude. So we just want to learn about carnies and carnival employees, fairs, everything like it. What is carny an appropriate term?
I was born and raised a carny. Really? My grandparents were carnies. My parents were carnies. My brother and his kids are carnies.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
So it
runs deep, man. 1918 he started. And can I say, before we really get going, I got to thank you for having a poor pedestrian like me on. Because, you know, I don't wear a watch and I don't use a washcloth, so Tom would never have me.
Money cannot buy the honor you have earned tonight. You make us all proud. Only effort, discipline, loyalty earn the right to wear the dragon doji. You are here because the outside world rejects you. This is your family. I am your father. I want you all to become full members of the Foot. There is a new enemy. Freaks of nature who interfere with our business. You are my eyes and ears. Find them. Together we will punish these creatures. These turtles.
Master.
Smelling like cabbage, you know, missing a couple fingers, and they think that's a carny that's working the ride or something like that.
Oh yeah, that Iris deodorant.
Yeah,
baby.
you know. And we carnies don't call them carnies. We call them like 40 milers or green help or something like that. Because like a 40 miler, he's just trying to get onto the road and get 40 miles down the street to the next lot, so you can get out of whatever situation he was in when you joined the carnival.
Okay, so there's different types. So you have actual carnies that are like, they've been in there for a while.
Yeah, like their families are out there. They have kids. They raise their kids out there.
And then you got 40 milers?
Yeah, we call them 40 milers.
And those are guys that are just kind of like, maybe just got out of doing some time and they're just trying to
get a job and, you know, get out of town.
And get out of town.
Yep.
Just trying to get there for just something.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times the carnival will hire folks like that just because they need like a lot of short.
It's tough to find help out there. You know, people that want to travel and just be out there every day and, you know, living at the carnival.
Yeah.
And you're in a different town every week and, you know, you don't get much time off. It's wild.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of similar to comedians because you go to a town or a city for a few days and then you hit the road and you go to somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say like that's like the calling like a open micer like a comic is kind of like calling one of those ride guys a carny is kind of like the same thing. You know,
okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, that makes good sense, man. And your family's been doing, you said, hundreds of years?
So, since 1918. My grandfather started selling cotton candy in 1918. Yep.
And what brought him into that?
I'm
Like
really
into the
not
sugar
sure. He
trade?
came over from Italy. He was born in 1900. And so he was about 4 or 5 years old. Came over on the boat to Ellis Island and all that. And I don't know, he was 18 years old and started selling cotton candy.
Think about your life, Josh. The happiness bus is calling your name.
Busting out, busting out. But baby, it's time to shout. I'm done with these walls around me. Made me think you were my savior, but now I'm out on bad behavior. I'll go any place on earth just to escape your living world. I'm busting out, busting out. But baby, it's time to stop. The finger around which you wound me. I'm so sick of all your gripes. You know I don't look good in stripes. I'm busting out. There's the glamour and the slammer, so I'm busting out.
To defend, this is the pact. But when life loses its value and is taken for naught, then the pact is to avenge.
Like street fairs and little things like that. And yeah, it's just kind of how we started and got into it. I actually still have some cotton candy machines that he built, handmade, like wooden frame and like, you know, belt driven, like old school. They obviously don't work, but because they're like all sturdy metal, like, you know, industrial looking, like the ones we use
like
now.
Whirlpool makes them.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, we have. I
Yeah,
have
your
some
cotton candy
old
will have a
ones that-
fucking sock in it or whatever. You're like, this is like one of these you're looking at?
Yeah, so we have a
My
couple like
fearless
that.
friend. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said,
By the power of Grayskull,
Cringer became the mighty Battle Cat.
And then ended up working for the biggest one in New England called Fiesta Shows. And so he worked for them up until he died. And so he was kind of like, you know, big shot out there. He ran like food and games and stuff for him out there and was a lot, man.
So what was one of your first jobs in the carnival?
Yeah, yep.
And so what's the difference between a carnival and a fair? Because we had the fair would come a lot, right?
Yeah, so the fair is
Is it the
just
same thing?
Yeah, it's basically, except the fair is they have like the animals and everything like that. Like you have the whole agricultural part of it, you know, and sometimes they'll have like demolition derbies and, and all that, and like the races and all the agricultural, like the pigs,
they had
and cows,
definitely, yeah.
all that stuff. So that's what kind of distinguishes it from a fair to a carnival. And they kind of been long running, like up where we are. We have the Topsfield Fair. It's been around for like 150 years or something like that.
Yeah, how does that 4-H element fit in? Because that's also a whole different element than the rides and the games.
Yeah,
like,
that's kind of.
you would always I remember we'd always have to walk over to like the livestock shed or whatever. It was like a bomb shelter or whatever that had a bunch of pigs in it and stuff. And you'd have to go over there and
That pig races, you ever see those?
yeah, and they have like the kids' art, like you'd won like
Yeah.
third place or whatever. Pretty bad a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
cool.
Jesus Christ, like they hid it over here behind the goats. You know, it wasn't that great of art, but you'd be able to go over there and like they had like crocheting and a lot of local crafts.
Yep.
But did you guys ever have beef? Was there like a lot of like beef
Not really
between carnies and the livestock?
Beef was
people?
in the carnivals, between the carnival. Like, so during the.
Another world where she has been trapped ever since.
Mitch, the Carney, baby. Good to see you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
So thanks for coming on, dude. So we just want to learn about carnies and carnival employees, fairs, everything like it. What is carny an appropriate term?
Yeah, I was born and raised a carny.
Really?
My grandparents were carnies. My parents were carnies. My brother and his kids are carnies.
No
still.
way.
Oh, yeah.
So it
runs deep, man. 1918 he started. And can I say before we really get going?
Yeah.
I got to thank you for having a poor pedestrian like me on. Because, you know, I don't wear a watch and I don't use a washcloth, so Tom would never have me on. I appreciate it. Yeah, Tom
Oh, yeah. Does he? Yeah. He doesn't like the pores.
He doesn't
or
like
whatever.
the pores. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I think we're great people.
Yeah, look, I don't. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't have a washcloth. I probably should have one.
That's what I use. He hates washcloths.
Oh, he hates them.
He hates them.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I think. Well, I'll use a washcloth like to get like in here though.
Yeah, right. I mean, how do you get it out?
Get
how
in
do you
there?
really?
I try to using my fingernail and getting it out, and then just like putting it like that into the drain or whatever. But I don't think that's enough sometimes, especially as you get older.
Yeah.
You know, but
good
yeah,
old wet willy.
Yeah, you got to doing a wet willy on somebody. Yeah, yeah, I remember doing.
I'm gonna sneak one up on you later.
Are you really, dude? Just wear a condom, bro.
Oh, I will.
Okay, that's all I'm asking for. You know, I mean, it's the least you could do, dude. The Irish hello,
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah,
it's our first time hanging too, so I'll definitely keep it covered.
Yeah. But dude, thanks. Yeah. So I guess I'm just curious, like, so what is a carny? What is the term?
So a carnival, you know, carnival worker.
Okay.
I guess is where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we are. And I know there's all different versions. I know people sometimes think of like somebody that just got out of prison, covered in tattoos, smelling like cabbage, you know, missing a couple fingers, and they think that's a carny that's working a ride or something like that.
Oh yeah, that Irish deodorant.
Yeah,
baby.
you know. And we carnies don't call them carnies. We call them like 40 milers or green help or something like that. Because like a 40 miler, he's just trying to get onto the road and get 40 miles down the street to the next lot, so he can get out of whatever situation he was in when he joined the carnival.
Okay, so there's different types. So you have actual carnies that are like they've been in there for a while.
Yeah, like their families are out there. They have kids. They raise their kids out there.
And then you got 40 milers.
Yeah, we call them 40 milers.
And those are guys that are just kind of like maybe just got out of doing some time and they're just trying to
get a job and, you know, get out of town.
Yep. Just trying to get their feet, just something.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times the carnival will hire folks like that just because they need like a lot of
help. It's tough to find help out there. You know, people that want to travel and just be out there every day, you know, living at the carnival.
Yeah.
And you're in a different town every week and, you know, you don't get much time off. So it's wild.
talking pony. Ugh, I can fly, too. At least I could before my wings got soaked. Who are you?
My name's Firefly. What's yours?
Megan, and that's my pony teacher.